nowadays, if you're not farming thousands and thousands of acres, you're not making money farming. If you're, on a little 500 acres, 40 acre farm, and you're just trying to make ends meet, you can barely even pay the taxes on the land that you're farming. I encourage everybody to start slow and low and kind of learn. Everybody's going to be excited about the opportunity and what you can make growing this crop, but we also have to learn how to do it. It's a whole new industry. I would say over 90% of the hemp farms are looking growing CBD plants just because of the income you can make off of it, and also the outcome that comes. It's a medicinal plant, and we're helping millions of people that have had and been living with ailments their whole life. That CBD and the hemp plant, the compounds and the cannabinoids in it just plug directly into your system, and that's why it helps so many people in so many ways. A lot of people don't understand the plant, but our bodies are designed to work specifically with cannabinoids and high CBD plants such as hemp. We do buy a lot of hemp products off of China and Canada. Canopy Growth specifically, their goal is to go from state to state, not really controlling, but contributing to their legislation, to laws and regulations to benefit them. And then they want to go and just lease or farm as many acres as they can, state by state. Their ultimate goal is to take over the hemp industry in the U.S., take it back to Canada, and sell the products back to us. So us as the farmer, as the growers, they can't do that without the farmers. We need to really educate ourselves and provide for us, for our country and our people first. It's money talks, and I know that outside investors have a lot of money wrapped up into this, and they've been doing it for years in Canada. So it's the perfect opportunity for them to come in and show us how the strings work, and then just take it on, back with them. And we are the U.S. is the biggest importer of hemp products in the world. So we can definitely supply that demand. People are like, well, if so many farmers are jumping into it, where is all this product going to go? How are we going to, harvest it and process it and have, places and things to do with it? That will all grow. It's a brand new industry here. It's been illegal for almost 100 years. So that it's exciting because it's just going to bloom and blossom and grow, and it's got nowhere to go but up. So really where we need to start looking out is, why are we importing all of this from China? Why are we importing all of these hemp products from Canada? Why would we allow, Canadian companies to come and basically take over our industry? We'll grow for you, Canopy Growth, or, whatever the company may be. But we need to try to bring it back to local, states, even the U.S., just supporting, our demand for the product. The job of hemp really is it's a remedial crop where it will draw out toxins and heavy metals from the ground. So that's one, awesome and great reason to plant it. Even if you're planting it around, Ohio waterways and stuff, our waterways are so polluted, and they have such chemical runoff from all the farms and fields around. We need to really try to either surround fields or surround waterways to try to clean up that soil and clean up that land. It'll do tremendous work, in that area, and also prepare your farm for, CBD plants if it has been farmed and you have been spraying chemicals on it. It's like the Ohio River and all the runoff and everything from transporting things through the waterways and, runoff from your fields and fertilizer and chemicals. We need to get on a better track.
How else would they do it? How else could farmers or the people of Ohio clean the soil other than with hemp?
The best thing is to quit spraying all your chemicals, and there are natural ways you can control weeds and pests and stuff like that. We need to get back to more natural remedies. the Roundup and the genetically modified crops, it's just rampant. Probably over 90% of your crops are genetically modified. And why? It's because you can spray all these chemicals on it and it will not react to the plant. You'll still have that beautiful corn or that great soybean, you know, after you spray all these chemicals on it. And we need to get away from that thinking. We need to start building our soils, feeding it live bacteria, mycorrhizal. We need to start building the health and nutrition in that soil, because that's where all of our health and nutrition comes from. If you know you're eating these fruits and vegetables every day and you think you're eating healthy because they have vitamins and minerals, well, if those vitamins and minerals aren't in the soil for that plant to take up, it will not be in that fruit or that produce. So we need to get back to thinking of taking care of the earth, not just being convenient, and we don't want these weeds in the field, so we're just going to do all genetically modified crops and just spray everything we can on them. So we need to, the first thing is to just stop with all the chemicals. He sees the value in it where you're talking about money and economics. They think, oh, great, this is awesome, we can start doing our hemp farm, put a few acres in, and they think they're going to go and jump into, a CBD crop. If your farm or your land has been farmed previously, it's more than likely had chemicals sprayed on it. Your CBD crops need to be organic, because we are extracting these oils for medicinal reasons. So we need to keep that organic. So a lot of farmers, the first thing they need to do is to start with the industrial hemp, the stalk hemp, because those go to textiles.